So if we take a look at the finished product, you'll notice that while not only when you click on it does the dictionary list show, but also the color of the header 2 text changes. So we need to add a new function to that, right? So how could we do that? Well, we know that there was the add class function, that we could add a class, because that's exactly how we got every one of these to show up, every other one of these backgrounds to be white. And so we know there's an add class, we know there's a toggle. I guess a new thing to learn now is that there's a toggle class function, which is just going to do just that. When you click on the thing once, it'll add a class, and when you click off of it, it'll take it off. Let me actually show you Firebug and the live preview that it shows for you. So if you look at right here in Firebug, look right where this is. You see how we have header 2 and it has a class of, or here we go, header 1 and has a class of ch1, chap1. But now notice that when I click on that, you see how it quickly highlighted and now it has a new collapsed class on there? And what happens if I click on it again? The collapsed class is gone. Alright, that is the toggle class. Basically, I set up on this thing that when you click on it, it's going to add the collapsed class, and that collapsed class has some CSS styling that it's going to apply to it. When you click on it again, it's going to remove it, and it's going to remove that class styling. So we're going to introduce actually two new things. First is the toggle class function, and also the this keyword. Now this, well, you know what, maybe this is better explained when you actually see it in action. So let me go to my code, and I'll take this out real quick, and I'll show you exactly how this works. So in order to get multiple things to happen inside of this click function, the only thing we need to do is just add another line, hit a carriage return, just add another line of code. And then basically what this is saying, that anytime you click on it, it could do multiple things, right? I mean, honestly, we could put 100 different things in here that once someone clicks on it, all sorts of stuff happens. And we'll start, what we want to do now is actually have this thing apply, take a class. When it gets toggled, we want to toggle a class on it. When it gets clicked, it's going to add the class. When it gets clicked on again, it's going to remove the class. So we'll start off, what are we trying to target here? Now let's think. We're trying to target that header text, right? That what that is, that the chapter 1 stuff is the header. So this is where this keyword comes in from jQuery. We'll start off by targeting, we're targeting this, and this refers to the actual object that's the events happening on, which is h2.chap1. So we'll be using this over and over. So if it doesn't make full sense to you now, it's okay. Just know, for you to get this functionality to work, you're going to need to use the this function, or the this keyword over here. So we're going to say this dot, what's going to be the next thing? So if the function's toggle class, we're going to add toggle class, and now we're going to set some kind of whatever we want it to be called. I called it collapsed, and I'll close it. No problem with the syntax. And now what I want to do is I'm going to need to go into my CSS style sheet and actually apply some kind of style to an H2 element that has the collapsed class on it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So in my dictionary list document, I got my style, and I'm going to go ahead and add a new element, and it's going to be a compound element, and it's going to be h2 dot collapse, right? h2 tag with the collapsed class on it, And there we go. And what do I want? Maybe I'll just set up the color to be red to make sure it works. Apply it. Now, if all goes as planned, which it never does, but hopefully in this situation it does, when I click on Chapter 1, it should, awesome, turn red. And it did. That's pretty good. So what's going to happen when I click on Chapter 2? Well, nothing, right? Because I haven't set that function yet. But that's no problem at all. I mean, since I got that bare functionality in there, that all I need to do is add this piece of code to the rest of them. Copy and paste it in there. Copy and paste it in there. Now, anytime one of these are clicked on, the element with the C2 class is going to do these two functions. One, it's gonna toggle and slide down on the DL, and two, it's going to meaning the actual object of the event being the click event, and the object being the H2 header with the CH2 class is going to get toggled. The class is going to get toggled. And let's see if that happens. Red, black, red, black, red, black.